Jim McGregor with TIRIAS Research back at SEMA 2024, and I'm at Formosa EV with Zack Hwang, and we're talking about their conversion package for EVs. So
yes,
Zach, tell us, and you just got a SEMA award.
Yeah,
so that's really cool.
It's crazy.
But tell us everything that comes in here and what really makes this unique.
Sure, absolutely. So our flagship product is the VCU. That's where the EV conversion starts. It's a central brain for controlling all the different components that's needed in the vehicle. So we're very user experience focused. We want to make EV conversions as enjoyable and as safe as possible, even for your average DIY car enthusiast.
And now that's everything. That's the batteries, that's the motor,
Yes.
that's the air conditioning, the brakes, everything.
It's a true universal translator. Whatever components you want to use in your EV conversion, even if it's not here, our software guys are very good. They'll add it to the system. It's all controlled and set up through a very easy to use, user-friendly mobile app on iOS and Android. You can configure all sorts of components. Sorry, of course it's not working. Here we go.
There you go.
So your BMS, your gear selector, your accelerator pedal, your motor inverter, brake switch, thermal management, onboard charger, all of these components, we handle the messy software controls for you so that you don't have to mess with CAN bus. I hate messing with CAN bus. I'd rather
Nobody
not do
likes
it.
CAN bus.
Exactly. So stick to the fun parts of car building.
You need to go older so you don't have to deal with CAN bus.
Exactly. So I personally would not do anything after 95.
So you said you're actually doing this on a Corvair right now.
I'm doing this Corvair right here. It's the 65 Corvair convertible. As soon as SEMA's over, all of this stuff is going in there.
So it still requires some modification in terms of the brackets and mounting and everything else that you need. Can you support more than one motor, or is it just really strictly for one motor configuration?
Yeah, depending on the car. So the Corvair, we're doing it with just an engine swap. So where the rear engine used to be, we're taking that out and replacing it with this. This will mate directly into the original stock manual transmission. So this will bolt onto the flywheel. We're not using the gearbox on the Corvair build. That's an option for other kinds of front engine swaps. So yeah, it's
and
single motor. The app will support dual motor if you want to do that setup as well.
And you said that also that the cables are customized according to your requirements.
Yes, yes.
So lengths, connectors, all that
connector
stuff.
type, yes.
So
all sorted and made to order professionally in our wire harness shop in Taiwan, in-house. And everything's labeled clearly with unique connectors, so you literally cannot mess it up.
So, I mean, obviously, since you're doing a build right now, you can kind of give us a feel. How long do you think it's going to take to actually do this?
If everything's super prepped,
yeah,
it should, getting to this point where you can press this pedal and spin a motor shaft under an hour, maybe even half an hour. Of course, metal fabrication takes a little more time. You gotta make motor mounts, place that into the car and install it. A little more time-consuming part would be making battery brackets.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do the enclosures. We do the enclosures for you, and it's based off of a cooling plate that also acts as the structure. And this is what we call the main module. It includes your high voltage contactors, your pre-charge circuit, and the BMS main. These are what we call the sub-modules. They all have a BMS satellite.
Yeah.
And they're all connected via these CAN bus wires and these high voltage cables that we also provide.
Obviously, the build depends on what you're going to do. Like you said, whether or not you're using a new gearbox, or you're using an existing transmission, how many batteries you're using. From the low end to a high end, what do you think the range of, that budget should be for doing a conversion on a classic vehicle?
So using our setup, right now, It's around talking about the base setup with what we call the 8-pack. The 8-pack is 37 kilowatt hours. You're looking around 30. We really want to get that price down. You know, there's a lot of folks that, you know, want to play with this stuff, and the cost is prohibitive, and we know that. And a lot of it's because the battery pack. The batteries are just so expensive right now.
Have you looked at working with any of the chassis manufacturers to maybe actually do a pre-build of these solutions?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of classic car body panels are actually made in Taiwan right now.
Yeah, the aftermarket. Yeah,
the aftermarket. Yes. Yeah. So we're special in that Taiwan is uniquely good at low volume manufacturing with high flexibility.
Yeah,
we're geared for that, which is perfect for the SEMA crowd.
Okay.
And we're traditionally known for making like you know, a few body panels for, you know, first gen Mustang. Taiwan's also really good at electronics.
Yeah.
So PCB, that's cake for us. You know, we got really good software guys. We're also really good at wires, and our partner Tico is actually the biggest motor manufacturing conglomerate in Taiwan.
Okay, so I have to ask you, next time I go to Taiwan, where are you guys based out of?
We are based out of
Irvine,
Orange County, California. We also have a research, an R&D and manufacturing base in Taipei.
Okay, Taipei. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yo, no problem. You're very welcome.